We are in extremely trying times right now. The energy surrounding this global crisis is collective, yet it could bring up triggers or flare-ups for many people struggling with their mental well-being. We must encourage ourselves and others to make it a priority to check in on a daily basis. As somebody who deals with anxiety, the conversation around mental health is needed now more than ever. There's been so many gorgeous campaigns circling across social media and guidance that's been given to us on how we can service ourselves, but the conversation must not stop there. We must check in with our family, our friends, and our community, which is why I decided to check in with my friends during this time, and this is what they had to say.
I'm probably just like you. This is a weird situation we're in. I think it's very important for everyone to know that you're not alone. These times can be extremely hard for people in these situations, as I am someone who's gone through it myself and always going through it every day.
I've had a lot of people sick. I lost some friends. So this has been very real for me.
You might notice I'm in my bathroom next to my kneeling whale, because right now that's the only place I can go for any quiet.
I have good days and I have bad days. And today's a good day.
Things that I do for panic attacks. Walking, therapy, exercise, Hugh Grant movies.
I really have such empathy and compassion for so many people struggling with their mental health right now. It is not easy in the most normal of circumstances. It's beyond heartbreaking. There are no words.
So how I've been coping is checking in with myself every hour, basically, to make sure I haven't lost my mind, and talking to friends and seeing how they're doing as well, because we're all on this boat together.
I'm basically trying to live like the poem The Guest House by Rumi, where you accept that every day you get a myriad of different feelings, some good, some more challenging, and they're all okay.
I don't have words. Watching what's going on in our country right now, I'm just filled with a lot of grief and a lot of sadness and a lot of helplessness. And I posted about it earlier, but I can't imagine how infinitely greater that is for other people.
I'm riddled with anxiety. My sleeping patterns are off. I'm financially uncertain of the future.
There's a lot of moments where I feel very alone. I deal with a lot of anxiety. So there are not only just good days and less good days, there are moments to moments.
Some days are really good. Some days I can curl up with a book and just escape and watch reality TV and just feel like nothing is happening outside. And then some days it gets really loud. It's really intense and I feel like I can't do anything right and I can't cook well enough or just do anything well, and I feel very overwhelmed.
I just feel helpless, like I could never do enough to be fully of service.
It would be a lie if I said that I'm okay all the time.
Once I was diagnosed with COVID-19, the fear did set in. There were times I didn't even know if I could get out of bed.
I just lost my aunt, my mother's sister, to COVID literally 2 days ago. And we laid her to rest today via Zoom. So that I'm really sad about the way she passed.
I've been very frustrated and it has got me down. And actually sitting in my own presence and my own thoughts has really gotten to me.
If I was to do this on a bad day, you would be seeing me with no makeup on, hair scraped back, definitely not the clip-in extensions. I would be anxious and scared and quite overwhelmed.
I have to smile on camera, on TV, because that's my job. But behind the scenes, for me, it's hard. I can't see my parents, they are old. I can't see my friends.
There's nothing quite like a human touch, and I feel like a cuddle can be like medicine sometimes. So I do really miss that deeper level of connection.
A few weeks ago, and I got really unmotivated, and it was really tough to really just do anything, cook or get out of bed.
One minute I'm trying to enjoy the time and relax, and the next minute I feel really down and a little bit lost.
I am feeling lost a lot of the time. And that's, I think, because of all the unknown. It's hard to grasp when things will get better.
I'm constantly second-guessing myself. Why am I so wrapped up in my tiny minuscule problems when there's way bigger ones? You know, that's when the guilt kind of creeps in and the cycle continues.
These are trying times. We're separate from our families, our friends, our work in a lot of cases, and the uncertainty goes on endlessly month by month. I know we still have a ways to go. So anyone who's feeling those same things know pretty much everyone else is feeling it too.
It's not natural what's going on right now. We don't get to interact with people we love and miss.
More than ever, you have to accept your fragility. It's okay to not be very strong every day. It's okay to not be sure about yourself.
There are some people that can just handle adversity. Other people struggle. There's no right or wrong.
I'm just using it in the best possible way that I can, trying to take some form of positive out of it, and just be thankful for life.
No matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it may seem right now, you're not alone.
It helps to know that we're not alone. I'm not alone, and neither are you.
Think of all of the goodness that you have in your life. When you're feeling down, remind yourself, this too shall pass.
Do whatever it takes to get you through that day, just for that day.
Instead of digging a black hole in the ground, I accepted that everything is going to change now.
I take comfort in knowing that I'm not alone, that there are other people out there that do struggle with the same feelings and the same emotions as, many of us do.
We are really struggling, obviously, as everyone else is, because we cannot see our friends and family at the moment. So we are making sure that we do everything we can to FaceTime them, Skype them, whatever it is, every single day as much as we possibly can.
My dogs are definitely not only helping me cope mentally, but they're also fun to play with in the backyard. And I'm also currently doing a lot of house maintenance, as well as video games and my fiance.
I'm definitely an escapist. I turn to TV and film as a form of escape, and I don't see anything wrong with that.
For me, exercise has always been my go-to to combat depression or anxiety.
Staying away from social media, from Instagram, from the news, because I find that makes me even more anxious.
Anxiety is contagious, but so is kindness and compassion to other people.
Wouldn't hurt to check up on our friends to ask them how are they really doing. Who knows, it might just make their day better.
There's no wrong feelings during this time. So just, if you're feeling alone or sad, make sure to reach out to someone that you love or that you know, and just and be honest and vulnerable.
Find your circle, find the people that uplift you and inspire you and push you to be better.
I urge you to reach out, to speak more, and to ask for help.
Talk to someone, don't keep everything up here. There's a saying, if your bucket is full, don't let it overflow. Get rid of it.
You can talk to anybody, whether it's a teacher or a friend or a neighbor or a family member. Just talk and get those feelings out.
I feel like if we just focus on putting one foot in front of the other, not worrying about what's going to happen next week, just focusing on today and talking to each other, we will realize it's okay to not be okay, and we will get through this together.
There's so much strength in being vulnerable, especially on our bad days. We need to be able to have our bad days to be able to acknowledge what we're feeling, process it, and get back to our good ones. We're in a safe space when you talk openly about how you are feeling. You are never alone. There is always someone there to help. I want you guys to remember one thing. Check in with you today, tomorrow, and every day.